Hello everybody. This weekend, so today is the 10th of August, so during the weekend, the 7th and the 8th, another over 1,000 illegal immigrants came into UK across the channel. Obviously, like every time, they've been received and they are on their way to be placed in a nice and quiet area around the country. Now, there's no point to talk about, oh, more are coming, oh, why are they coming, why aren't we send them back, da 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 da. There's no point to talk about that anymore because that's not going to happen. They will not go anywhere. They will just come in and they will be received and they will be placed. They will receive their free phones, free accommodations, free food, free doctor's appointments, free dentist appointments, and whatnot. So that's it. But what's the point? What's the reason? Because the vast majority of them, they don't come from countries that are at war. They are economic migrants coming for benefits. So what's the point with just receiving them and the government just ignoring the population, ignoring the wish of the people that elect them to stop it? It would make sense if they will come here to do jobs that the natives generally don't do. I know, let's say the British people don't like working in warehouses and factories, and there you go, we need millions of immigrants to fill those places. But that's not the case. Warehouses and factories are full of English people. And these immigrants, most of them, the vast majority of them, start on benefits straight away and they will remain on benefits. And even if you argue that they are here to do some sort of low skill labor, low skill work, there are more and more people every day without a job. Not only in UK, across Europe, across America, across Western countries in general, due to AI and automatization. There are so many companies that are just firing people because their job is being replaced by an algorithm, by AI. Anything that's processing data is replaced by AI because AI can process way more data than any person. So you don't have them here to do jobs, which means they don't contribute to the economy. Not only they don't contribute, they are net negative to the economy. So you bring more and more to keep on benefits, and then the ones that are already in and have jobs, there are more and more of those without jobs to pay taxes to maintain the benefits. And then you borrow, as a country, you borrow more and more money. By the way, UK government collects in income tax 330 billion pounds a year and pays on benefits 333 billion pounds a year. So in UK, the government pays more on benefits than it collects from income tax. And you can look it up. There are other taxes to be collected and one not, but I'm just talking about the normal working person, day by day working person. So you have less and less people paying taxes, you have more and more people collecting benefits. Not only you have those people that are just keep coming every day, every week, you also have part of those that are out of a job. Some of them will go on benefits. Maybe they can't find something, maybe it's going to take a while to find something. So it doesn't make sense from this point of view. So why do you keep bringing them? Why? And plus companies, more and more companies are leaving UK. And not only UK, Europe in general, because the energy in UK is really expensive for a company to run a building with machinery and all that, because the energy, it's more than double. The price of energy is more than double than the one in America or in China. America and China are kind of the same. Europe is more than double. So more and more companies move their factories in other areas of the world, which means people are losing jobs not only because of AI, but also because the energy is too expensive in UK and in Europe, and they move to a different country. Volkswagen in Germany, they had to let go about 100,000 people in the last 2 years, and they had to close a factory. That didn't happen in Germany in 88 years, but it happened last year or this year because the energy is too expensive, and people don't make enough money anymore to buy the cars. Now, when you have all these people on benefits that require all these expenses, you borrow more money, and you also tax the people that are working, you tax them more. And, oh, by the way, every time you hear your government saying that we will tax the companies more, we will tax the rich, the companies, you will pay that tax. Let me give you an example. You go inside a store, right? Let's say it's a big store with lots of locations, big chain. And the government says, okay, we're going to tax this store more because it's a big store, big name, has locations all over the place. I'm not going to name anyone, but whatever you might think of. And he says, okay, you're going to pay 10% more tax. And what does the store do? The store increases the price on the shelf by 10%. And then you go to buy that product and it's 10% more expensive because the government increased the tax and the store increased the price. So whatever tax is being put on the rich, on the companies, you're gonna pay for it. Don't think the government thinks of you. So what's the point? Like this from the what's the point of getting so many people? The UK already has lots of legal immigrants from Europe, from European Union, from Eastern Europe, myself included. And Eastern Europeans, do a better job than illegal migrants from Africa, from sub-Saharan Africa or other parts of the world. So it doesn't make sense. So if you don't have them here to add to your economy, and you keep bringing more, and companies that might be able to hire them are leaving the country because it's too expensive to run a factory here. And then the people that are working, there are less and less people that are working. You tax them more and more so you can pay for these ones that you keep bringing. What's the ultimate goal? What's the end result? What, people killing each other in the street for a piece of bread? There's lots of conspiracy theories. Some of them make more sense than others. Some of them are complete just dream world. But this one that seems the reasonable one, which is bring people so they can work, makes less and less sense. And at some point, the outlandish ones will make more and more sense. Whatever you might want to believe, it's an invasion. White people are being replaced. Western culture need to be destroyed. Whatever you want to go with. At some point, this type of theories will make more sense than the one that should be the only explanation. But it makes less and less sense. So what do you guys think? What could be the reason? Because keep in mind, the politicians are not stupid. Don't think that the politicians don't know what type of people they are bringing in. The politicians have more information than you and me. The politicians have police data. They have secret service data. They know who's coming here. And they know the likelihood, the fact that the likelihood for a sub-Saharan man coming into Western countries is like 20-30 times higher to commit a crime than a white person. So you just bring in people with a high chance, high probability of committing crime. UK has a problem with the prisons now. There's not enough space in prison anymore. How can you, as a country, you reach a point where your prisons overflow and you don't have enough space, and you're like forced to release prisoners ahead of time back in society so you can put new criminals in. So you pour in society all criminals so you can put the new criminals. Clearly that's a problem. That's not a problem, that's a big problem. Because you know who you're putting in and you know who you're letting out. But you still do it. Yeah, thousands coming every week. Count the weeks in a year. See how many you have in a year. How many new workplaces need to be available for these people? How many factories have you seen being built? How many warehouses? Because I don't see much being built. but I've seen a few being closed. And not for the lack of people. What do you think? Leave your opinion in the comment section. I'm curious. Let's have a discussion. Have a nice day.